Alright, welcome back to another Healthy Hawaiian Homeboy. Today we're going to be making an actual Hawaiian dish, tropical fried rice, and we're going to top it with some salmon. So, if you come over here, usually they call for ham, but I don't have ham, and the closest thing to that is obviously bacon. And who doesn't love bacon? I know I don't. So, I do love bacon. That's what I meant. But anyway, so we're going to put some onion in there. We got some butter to put on for later. We got some green peas and some rice that we are going to rinse. I was told by some of my viewers that I need to start rinsing my rice. So let's get started with that first. Oh, also there's a pineapple back there. And we're going to make a pineapple bowl because that's what everybody does. So let's get started. Alright, first, just going to rinse all this. Because my viewers say that's what you need to do. I don't know how to rinse it. We're just gonna kind of do this. So, if you guys have any complaints, please tell me in the comments because I don't know what I'm doing. Obviously, I've never rinsed my rice. Didn't know you're supposed to be honest. But it's all a learning experience. So, yeah. All right, that's probably good. We're losing some rice, but it's okay. Anyway. Alright, so we're going to add this into some water back here that we already started boiling because we were kind of running late. It's a little late for me, so we kind of needed to get going on this. So we're just going to give me a second. I'm going to grab a spoon to get that out with. And once I get this back in, we'll resume this video. So, our next step in our cooking is to get the bacon, onion, and the green peas into the pan to cook. And then we'll let those cook up a little bit and we'll get our pineapple prepared. So, let's get into it. First, we're going to cut our bacon. So, yeah, let's cut this bacon up. Just small slices. You can do however you want. If you want them in, you can do however your bacon wants, man. It's all you. But I'm just cutting them in tiny slices. So yeah, trying to get this going. And this bacon is already cooked bacon, so we'll be fine there. All right. So now that we have our bacon done, we're going to get this onion cut. I'm actually going to swap knives to get a bigger knife here. We're going to speed this up. Oh, it just started hitting me at the end. Alright guys, we're gonna put this in the pan and we'll get going there. Alright, we are going to add our onions in and our bacon. This is a lot of onions, but it is for a few meals, so that'll be quite enough for me. And then our green beans. Alright. So next on our agenda is to get the salmon going, which is already ready. I just need to season it and put that in the oven. We're probably gonna cover this up with the lid to get that going. We will come back to this in a few minutes whenever we get the salmon ready. Alright, so with the salmon, we're just going to add some salt on top, and we'll put this in the oven. So, should probably actually start at the oven, but going in the oven. Just like that. The oven is not on yet, so we will get that in a second. Alright. Alright guys, our next thing is to prepare our pineapple while the other things are cooking. So, with this pineapple, we want to keep some of the, at least half of it for the bowl. So we're just gonna kind of chop off both ends here. Pineapple. And then not too much on this end just because we want it to be a bowl, you know. But I'm sure we can figure something out. Alright. And then we're just gonna go right down the middle. Alright, so we're going to use half of this, and then the other half we'll probably just, I don't know what we'll do with it, but we'll do something with it later on. Probably just eat it. So, now we're going to need to get one of those spoons with like the rugged edges to cut into our pineapple. Sadly, I don't have that, I just realized. So, we're improvising. We're just gonna cut a square into this and then scoop it out. Because we will use whatever pineapple we cut out in the fried rice. So we'll dice it up and we'll put that pineapple in. So, yeah. We'll cut this out like this. How about that? We'll do that. Might need to cut bigger ones though. Alright. So there is our first part of our pineapple. Yeah, we're gonna need to do a lot. We're gonna time lapse this for you guys. It's gonna take a while for me. Alright guys, this will be our pineapple chunks to put in the fried rice. So yeah, that's kind of it. Alright, we will move back over to our other stuff that is by the stove. Alright guys, so this is looking about done to me. So we are going to put our pineapple to get that warmed up and get enough for the fried rice. And then we will slide it all over to one side, and then we'll get the eggs in here, and then we'll take all that out, put that somewhere. Don't know where yet. Probably just in like a to-go thing. And then we'll put the rice, cook that with the soy sauce. Since the rice is done, as you can see, it's right there. So yeah, we're going to skip ahead, so you don't have to watch this part. But once we get the stuff slid over, we'll come back. Alright, we're going to take that back. We are actually, once we get the eggs in here, we're going to put the rice in and the soy sauce together. We think that will be good. We might need to take some of it out though. It is pretty full. But yeah, pineapple's warming up, so we're going to mix this one more time, and then we're just going to slide this over. So we can get our eggs going here. Yeah, as you can see, we already don't have a lot of room in here, but this is our biggest pan. So yeah. Alright, we're gonna get our eggs in here though. They're already done, so we can just slide in just like that.
I would have the pan up higher.
What?
I would do it up higher. Like when you make
Alright guys, we are going to add our rice in. So we'll turn off the heat for a few seconds while we get this ready. This is a lot of rice, so hopefully this goes well. I think it will. I have no doubts whatsoever. Honestly, it's like a sandcastle, you know? Ooh. It is like a sandcastle. Alright. Gonna break this apart. And we're gonna add some soy sauce. That's really good. Alright, so now we're just gonna mix this up, and then we'll put it into our bowl. And we'll probably heat it up a little more too once we get this all mixed up. We'll speed this process up. Actually, we might just skip it because it might take a while because I'm trying not to spill. So We'll probably just end up skipping this part. Alright, welcome back. We are pretty much done here. We're gonna transfer this into our makeshift bowl. So let's do that. We'll do one more scoop. Alright guys, and there is our makeshift bowl. So today we'll be reading John 11, 5 through 8. Or no, 5 through 12. This is the story of Lazarus and when Lazarus dies. So just a little bit of it, and we'll explain more thorough when we're done reading. So now Jesus loved Martha and her sister and Lazarus. So when he heard that he was sick, he stayed 2 more days in the place where he was. Then after he said to the disciples, "Let's go to Judah again." The disciples said to him, "Rabbi, lately the Jews sought to stone you. Are you going there again?" Jesus answered, "Are there not 12 hours in the day? If anyone walks in the day, he does not stumble, because he sees the light of this world. But if one walks in the night, he stumbles, because the light is not in him." These things he said, and after that he said to them, "Our friend Lazarus sleeps, but I go that I may wake him up." So, basically, the story goes, Jesus then waits, and by the time he gets there, Lazarus is already dead. Lazarus was only sick until Jesus got there. But then Jesus did raise him from the dead. So, Jesus knew that he was sick and could have gone the second he heard, but instead he waited 2 more days to go to Lazarus, and in doing so, Lazarus ended up dying, but then Jesus rose him up from the dead. And a lot of times we don't see that part of the story where we don't think, oh, he waited 2 more days, or like he purposely waited 2 more days so that he can heal him. And it's kind of crazy to think about that. Like a lot of times we overlook God's timing, and a lot of times it's his timing that helps us out in the end. So we just gotta believe in his timing and not doubt it. And we should just not push it and allow him to do what he wants to do, what he does in his own time. That's it. Let's go eat. Alright guys, quick look at our meal here. Got our fish and our pineapple. So let's try it out. We're gonna get some salmon, and oh, my salmon almost slid off there. That would have been bad. We're gonna get some salmon and some rice. It's amazing. I like it. It's really good. I enjoyed this meal. It's a little harder than I thought it was going to be to make, but we made it through it. Could have probably made a little less. We do have a lot left over. But I got my next couple of days of food ready for me, I guess. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it, so yeah. Until next time.